So we have Morgan Le Fay and Bella as options. I think I've said before, I'm not a fan of Bella. It just seems kinda like it's asking for a lot. We need animals, and then you need them to die, and then it buffs your evil characters. Morgan gives you just a treasure after you drop below 20 health, which isn't great. I think I'd prefer Charon here, but obviously can't quite afford that, so I think I'm gonna go with Morgan. Oh, yeah, I'll try Evil Eva. Morgan's, I think, has a good ability, but I haven't had one with this. So, one of my animal dies, so that's not really relevant here. I'm just gonna go with the dragon. Dragon's a good starting. Minion, it's a 3-2, it wins some fights, I think. Probably. I mean, it beats the 1-1s, right? It beats the cat, it beats the frog, it beats the other two options we were given. It loses to, some buffed minions, nothing standard though. Mostly ties. Most of the first rounds are going to be ties. It could lose to a cat here. Oh, and it could lose to range. Not anything, but most things can lose to the range princess. So, I don't know if it's worth just, what we do is reduce the cost and then grab one of these and the next turn grab two of these and something else. I think that's what we're going to do, because it gives us the chance at it gives us a chance to get a double, which actually plays well with Crafty, but next turn we'll be able to buy 3 things, so we'll be able to have 5 minions on turn. I guess it's our 3rd turn, it's our 4 gold turn. They have Sad Dracula. So they get the kill, but we'll get a slay. I guess they also got a slay, and got that win. So this is actually interesting. So I think I want to go buy, and I'm going to do this, and if I hit the crafty, that's nice. So if I hit this, I would have sold it and got the crafty. But since I hit the crafty, there was no need for that. Basically just gave me the chance to just get a +1/+1 on my crafty and get a spell cast, which again is good for Storm Mage late in the game. I think it's Storm Mage. If we happen to go that, it gets an extra +2/+2. It's not super relevant, but it's sort of like a marginal concern. So I guess we lost one of our doubles, but this is not bad. Oh, Shadow Assassin. I feel like I reference this card all the time and never know what it's called. Oh, Kamba. I think we played earlier, or yesterday, or one day. Did we? Why did this? Oh, because an animal died, so we get an evil. Okay, trying to figure out why that got buffed, but that's why. So we can go something like Slay and this, and try to give ourselves. We'd like to get a couple buffs on this. Otherwise, we can just roll. We could buy this, buff it, and do something else along those lines. Could just roll and try to double stuff. I think like this, and the roll are gonna be our best bet. If I pause here, we can get this, and we can put this behind our 2 slays. We could even buy this for these. There's options. I'm not sure if any of them are good. If this animal dies, it buffs these 2, which again is not super relevant, but something. Looking at a chance to get triples here. Nice, we got a slay, which is mostly good because it permanently lost this. That's a nice attack for us. And we get arranged. So, well, that fight worked out. Grab this, grab this. I'm tempted to grab that. So we put a sleigh here, we put this here. This, so we want this here. The problem is, we can't fit, we just can't fit that stuff. So we're fighting the last place person. I think we buy this and hope, and we'll throw this in. Because if these animals die, this gets buffed. It buffs all these other characters. And I guess we might as well throw this in. So we'll just have these two on the bench. I don't know why I'm starting those. We could have got this. I went for something else, but we'd like to just try to win this fight. Well, this person's last place, but only one attack or 1 HP ahead of them, so it's not like we're doing super well. Could have got something like this because we have so many evil characters, and we have this kind of evil animal, whatever, but I don't know if that's what we're going for. Okay, so we're gonna lose this one, which means we don't get the gold, which is not great. We didn't get great attacks there. Okay, we can double something here though. Okay, we seem to get a lot of these like weird sleigh sub themes. I think at this point it's better to put these two in. We sort of want to get this, but it's probably not correct. I think we do this and roll. Okay, we sell this and this. Grab this. You trigger sleigh. So this is a sleigh buff. This helps us get the sleighs. And this gives us 2 treasures higher, but we're not really close to leveling. This is the greedy one, obviously. These are both kind of greedy. I'm sort of tempted to go with this. When this transforms, it goes +1/+1. Yeah, I think that's better. We'll go like this. If we attack first, this is very likely. Oh, this is nice. It buffs these two. I missed that. Just getting something. It's very likely to trigger, giving us 3 gold and buffing our Shadow Assassin. I feel like I should remember that now that we just went over that. Okay, we got another sleigh, another gold. Oh wow, they got a bunch of spawns. We should win this fight. It depends how this. Oh no, we have a 10-9 back here. Yeah, we're in good shape. There we go. Nice. What does that do? Animal something. Okay. Anything interesting here? We have a ton of gold. This triggers off sleighs. This turned into a copycat, which does nothing for us. Got a second one of these. What if I put this here? I should put it here, honestly, right? Problem is the only sleigh we have is this. And it's likely to die. But if I move it anywhere else... Yeah, I don't know if that's dumb, so maybe we'll do this. No, see. Yeah, so I think this is not good right here. But if we can get another sleigh, it might be good. Like if we can get an adventure, put the adventure right back here. And just try to power level with these. Or put this first and double proc this. We're playing against the first place Dracula, so I think we want to put as much power as possible on the board, which is this. Oh, this is nice. This actually survived, which means we'll get the second trigger off of this. So I think we're going to lose this fight pretty badly, right? Yeah, wow, that was not great. Oh no, actually, because we have the ranged, we might have a shot. Yeah, wow, okay, so we got that. Well, that's great for us. We're going to get a ton of gold. Yeah, and we get to keep the buff, which is huge. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, 16 gold. Pretty nice. Oh, this is more slays. Slays. Yeah, we gotta grab this. Put that right here. Oh my god. But the problem is, since we're giving so many things slays, that's not gonna be good. We already have this. Stone skin. I think we'll put this here. We just have a lot of gold, so we're trying to look for ways to utilize it. Oh, that's sort of what I wish I could cast. We're gonna buy the second one of these, which means we'll sell this. Nothing interesting. Do we have enough to sell 4 things? I think we do, right? 1, 2. I'll sell that. Buy this. This is pretty good. You win the brawl, get +3/+3. This scales though. This helps you scale, but this really scales. Oh, dragging that out. So we're gonna be a thing short. I'll put this like this. So this will scale. This will help scale. We're not gonna have a great board this round, but if we get some procs next round, we'll have a really good round. So having a large range character is actually really nice, because I think we're going to win this just by virtue of being able to pick everything off. Oh, and we got +1/+1 permanently with our spell, so that was nice scaling. So what are we looking for? Anything really? I think it's too late for this. Looking to triple this, obviously. This isn't bad, but we don't really have anything that can go in the back line. All broccoli. Then we put this here. Okay, so we're at the point where we just need to buy something to go up front. I might just buy another one of these. Like I said, or do I buy this? Yeah. I buy that. I don't think it's a great play, but I couldn't find anything better. It has Slay. Although I guess everything has Slay. I think we need to go like this. This has 7 now. 15. This is better here. We'll get another +1/+1. So hopefully we get this to grow large enough. We want this earlier, so it will trigger. Actually, we can go like this maybe. I don't know. This is probably better because we'd rather, if this does hit, triggers the Slay. But fighting as the first place person, we're only a couple behind. Okay, they got an attack. Wow, that was nice. Because this survived. Not a great attack for us. This will die. Hopefully trigger this, right? What? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Unfortunately, this is going to suicide, but this is huge. I think that's sort of how the fights have been going, is this gets really big. Although, didn't seem to matter. What is this? Oh, Easter egg. They got the... Okay, guess we'll buy this. Oh, wow. Tripling 2 things? If you win, give you a fighting. I don't know which of these is better. Maybe this one. We'll get rid of this, I think. Although we're about to do another one of these. I think I'm going to skip here. So I could buy this. I'm going to roll. So I don't want to buy this here. It's really greedy. We're playing the last, I got a low place person there. I never want to do it. This gives us 3 extra health, which is nice. I mean, if it costs us the fight, obviously it's not worth, but we have a bunch of leveled up people. if something we have some decent ouch just with this hitting something. Gaining 3 health. This just gets us level 6 one faster. No one's at 6 yet. I think that's the first XP we've gotten, so we're pretty slow compared to normal. Normally we try to get a little extra XP. Okay. And these are not great hits for us so far. That will trigger this, which takes out the Medusa. Okay, I think we win this because we just have... This is huge. This gets 2-2 every time we get Slay, and we have a bunch of Slays. So, there we go, we won the fight. This double Slay, so we're buying it. That's sort of the entire thing. Basically, if we're going to replace this, we only want to get 5s, really. They don't need to be evil, but we're not against it. Then we sort of want to do this to double these, because these already have Slay, so we want to double the Slays. We'll take this here. Medusa's better than this, obviously, but I don't think we want to settle for better than that. Monster, we'll boost our monster here. I don't think we need another Chupacabra, we can't buy that. We can't end up with another Chupacabra? No, we can't. It's just like we can't set up that many Slays. Do I want the book? Maybe. We do have sort of a weird spell combo. Mages, this is a monster. Oh, I probably could have put it on this one. This is also, we have a lot of monsters. Oh, I could, oh, here we go. I just didn't realize I had the chicken. Yep, there we go. That's what we wanted. This isn't anything special, but it does some damage. In a spell, sort of can always trade 1 for 1. Medusa's good if it attacks, but if it gets attacked, it just does stone nothing. Stone, okay. Okay. Well, this person doesn't have much. Maybe we'll get some Slay triggers. We won't trigger this, most likely. Yeah, but the nice thing is we have so many Slay triggers. Like this gives Slay triggers, this doubles the Slay triggers. So I don't want to cast this because it gives... It's like, it doesn't help us win the next fight, but it gives scaling. So I think I'm going to do that. Should probably be looking at this. This is a 6. Is it 6 that does anything? No, because our back row is full is the issue that we're having here. I mean, it's like the only issue we're having, except that we can't find enough. There we go. Trying to figure out if it's worth it to buy this and transition into something. So we do have a lot of evil characters. We'd end up getting rid of this. Yep, probably. Wow, 2 more of these. I mean, we're gonna get rid of this at some point, just because. I mean, these slays help us scale. So once we reach the point where we're more concerned about the next fight than scaling into the future. Well, still at 5. They're at 5 also. Okay, so most of us at 6, but there's a couple still probably 1 round from 6. So we have a little bit of a head start. Oh, this is... If we still had like the 10 up here, maybe we could do that and get a little cheese. You know, it would be what, a 19. 19 hitting. If it hits the middle and gets like 3 hits, that's so good. But if it doesn't, it's just sort of like, I guess it hits the back row and nothing spectacular. You could move this over and let this get Slay, and it could like double proc Slays or triple proc Slays and get big pretty quickly, and then it'd be the first one to die. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm under. I mean, we obviously have no ability to sell everything and buy this, but you know, in a hypothetical world, what we did, we could probably figure something out to make it work. Wow, this is huge. They have a few monsters that get huge. We'll lose this fight if they get those attacks off. Wow, them getting a book here is... Oh, they got double book. Wow. That's really bad for us. That's a good hit for us. Okay, I mean this is just so big, right? Yeah. Oh, and we got another sleigh trigger. Buff that. Pretty good. That was nice for us. Okay, and we could cast this on something. We might be at the point where we want polymorphs though. Or pigomorphs. Okay, we got a second one of these. Looking for the third, obviously. This is probably about as good as a polymorph right now because things aren't super big. We don't have any good characters that we want to triple. Nothing spectacular. Here we go. Do we have two things we can sell? We could sell like book. Yeah, I think that's what we do, right? We sell book. Buy this. Triple it. Mimic is better than this. We put this here, and then we put this here. We're not excited about this being up front, so we'll probably swap this out for something eventually, because there's only 2 evil characters that might die before. We only have 5 evil characters total, because these are not evil. Then we could swap this one evil. I actually don't think you can make a neutral character evil, which is sort of interesting. Is this? I think you can make a good character evil with one of the spells, not a neutral one. So we'll see. We're still trying to scale. Like we still have a scaling build in with all these sleighs. So we'll see if we have to transition. Wow, they have some really good spawn. Yeah, they're gonna get really big. They have a really interesting comp. Oh, we got the pigomorph off that. That's nice. But these things, I mean, hitting these early is really good because they can't get super big. We're just gonna have to rely on this to just stomp everything down. This is funny. This got its health reduced so it doesn't attack. This will trade. So just these two are attacking, which is nice for us. I think that gives us the win here. And they'll take 12. But they had a good board. Their board was nothing to be. Okay, so this is interesting because it seems better than this. Although by the time this dies, this spawns 3 things. We want to keep this board in because it has the best scaling right now. I think we take this. Then we take the second one. Getting a third one would be nice. We'd like to get rid of this soon. This just doesn't scale that well, and a 6. Create a... Nope. Opposite way. I keep reversing that. So even if we knighthood something like this, it doesn't give us the treasure. So next turn we're just rolling down to try to triple these. I think this is better than this. I mean, it's 10 more stats to start. Plus it summons pigs, which basically just stand and block for this. This is a 100 damage ranged character. I sort of wonder if it's better to do something like this, just so this attacks early. I don't know. That might be a mistake. I'm gonna mess that up. That's nice. We got a little scaling off a spellcast. Wow, we blew up the dragon. They got a good attack off. Well, they got a spell that knocks us down, but we still got some sleighs. We actually have no more sleighs left, although I guess it didn't matter since that got, what do you call it, Medusa'd. Now it's just an all ranged battle. I guess this isn't ranged, right? Although it got killed, so it doesn't much matter. And then we'll finish off this one. First character that died will get +6/+6. Pretty nice for this. It's probably not worth trying to buy this and get a 5. I think we're rolling. We're looking for good spells, obviously. And we're looking to triple this. I think those are the 2 things we're looking for. Again, should we go this? Do we have a lot of monsters that attack? Animal, animal, monster, monster, monster. This might be interesting. I'm gonna grab it. Another monster. We're gonna go. Oh, did I? I'm so dumb. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Not our best work, obviously, but it's not a big deal. So the interesting thing about swapping this actually is it makes it so this also has a sleigh. So even if all these die, this will still have a sleigh. If this dies, when this dies. So, I mean, we can get rid of this at this point, right? Like, this has to be not good anymore. It's only a 27-27. Let's see what they have and what we need to do here. Wow, oh, the spell taking out this is so good. That's such a lucky draw. Taking out that early is great. They only got... Oh, well, they got pretty big. Oh, I guess when the monster attacks, gets plus 30, plus 30? Yeah, well. Although that's pretty good for us. This might be enough to kill them, actually. Yeah, that trades. This is going to attack, but die. Yep, that will kill them, right? Yep. So we got another win with Evella, maybe? It wasn't really taking advantage of her hero power, but it was an interesting sleigh build, mostly driven by the Shadow, I think it was Shadow Assassin, and then just, you know, keeping a couple sleigh characters around to just build it up. And I mean, having 100 ranged is so good at points in the game when you can just sort of pick off one thing every time it attacks and it just doesn't have to trade. And then even if it gets attacked, it's not super fragile because it's 100. I mean, we tripled everything. We got decent powers. We got really lucky spellcasts. So another cool game. I really not a fan of this hero still, but maybe we'll find some better ones if we unlock a little more dust. I think we're getting close to 4,000 dust. Don't. This is our rating, right? This isn't a number of dust, so. Um, I don't know. I don't know how the rating works exactly. I think I used to get 100 per win, but now I get a little bit less. It might just be, you know, as you're. I don't know if it's an elo system or what it is. It doesn't seem to be, but it might just sort of converge at a point and you stop. I think in elo it has like a K rating. After a while, there's less uncertainty of your rating, so it sort of converges. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.